I'm Anna van der Zwaag. I'm a curator in the field of art, design, fashion, architecture, and of course, photography. My first purchase is not one photograph, it's actually a portfolio. And I bought it, I think, in 2004, 2005. It was really my first work of art anyway that I bought with my own money. And it was a series of 10 photos. It was made for a special project. It's a foundation called Art Aids, and it's a foundation started by Han Nefkens. And I think this project, of course, I was really into the project because I curated part of it and I worked with Han Nefkens very closely. I admired also how he was trying to fight something so problematic, so big, with the power of creativity. And that's also, I think that was one of the main reasons why I bought it, because I really believed in his story. The ones that I have here now in my home are one of Shirin Nesjat, she's an Iranian photographer, and one of Leandro Ehrlich, is an Argentinian photographer. And I paid for the total portfolio by then, I think, 2,000 euros. The work of Shirin Nesjat, it's without a title actually. It's a very strong image because it's in black and white. It is a very strong image because she doesn't only use the image, she doesn't only use the photograph, but she also uses text. And for me, the idea of connecting is very much related also to the topic of the series and the project that I worked on. So for me, it also has, apart from that, I think it's a beautiful picture, it's very aesthetical. I also like the strong message that's in her work, and that's also in this work. The second work is part of the same series. It's made by Leandro Ehrlich. It's called Porta, so porch. And what you see there is a door in a very dark space. The interesting thing about the work is that it leaves a lot of room for your own thoughts. My collection is very diverse. I'm a collector that not only collects photography, I buy everything that relates to what I do actually. And that means that I think concerning photography, I have about 40 to 50 works at this moment. I have to tell you, we recently moved to this very old and big house, so we are still in the process of restoration. A small part of our collection is actually here, so my total collection consists of much more works. A collection should always be a mirror, I think, of who you are, because I don't believe in collecting as a strategy or collecting as an investment. And most of the time the things that I buy are also connected to my work. So I know the photographer personally, or I worked with someone, or it's part of an exhibition I curated. I think the only way to collect is a very personal way, and I think you should always buy what you really like or something that touches you on the inside. For me, I'm an art historian. I studied art history, modern art actually. And I can tell you, working in the field of art, I still use the knowledge of my university time quite often. So I think as a collector I really have an advantage that I studied art history, and that's something I always say: you can only learn about quality and you can only develop a vision about art, a vision about creativity, by seeing a lot of different work. As a young collector, if you don't work in the field of art or photography, it's really important that you have also people that can guide you. So a good gallerist, for example, or someone who has a lot of knowledge. A collector, it can also be that a collector is a role model for a young collector. I would advise any young or starting collector to go out there, go to exhibitions, go to fairs, and try, even if you don't buy anything, try to see as much as possible, because that's the only way to make a difference between types of works, but also between what has quality and what has not. I think photography is a very good medium to start with as a collector, because it's a medium, of course, everyone can relate to. Everyone makes photographs, everyone looks at photographs in daily life, so it's something that's very close to home. And at the same time, it has to do with reality. Most of the time it's a reflection of reality, so it's something that's pretty easy to understand. And I think as a third, that it's if you compare it to other disciplines like art or design, it's not that costly. So a lot of photographers work in editions. You can buy photo books with limited edition prints, for example. So for a few €100, you can already be a collector of photography.